Hey, some time ago I made a video on an Agrius team for Dragons B12. Now, someone with a much bigger brain than me came up with a way to make this team trivial to rune. And let me tell you, this is one of my favorite teams of all times. The speed tuning is just chef's kiss. So let's talk about it. As far as I know, the original team was made by a Korean content creator called Wild Dog. So if you want, you can check out his video. He's using Dova instead of Nezuko, but the idea is completely the same. If you do happen to have Dova, it is going to be a much faster option because the Nezuko animations are super slow. Basically, what they did was that they replaced Seek with another research unit, and it's probably going to be easier if I just show you how it runs, because this thing is not really that easy to explain. First, we have Teon moving, and because we have Julie on super low speed, she's first of all very easy to rune, and second of all, it makes it so that Teon is perfect AI going to research her. I'm gonna talk about the speed tuning a bit later, but she needs to be very slow for this to happen. And Julie then one-shots the wave. Then we don't have full skill ups on the Teon, so he cannot research the Julie. And then we have the Agrius move. Now, since the Julie didn't get researched, her attack bar is already way higher. So now when the Kona moves, she will just research the Agrius because he is the monster with the lowest attack bar on the team. Again, perfect AI, and in most cases, this is just going to kill the mid-boss, because this is just super easy to rune now, and we one-shot. Then on the third wave, Teon will once again research the Julie. Unfortunately, she doesn't have her skill 3 up yet, but that doesn't really matter, because she got researched. And now, when the Agrius moves, he is so fast that by the time the Kona moves, the Agrius already has higher attack bar than the Julie, so the Konamiya will just research the Julie again. This is completely insane speed tuning, and I have no idea how you even come up with this, but it works. It works on perfect AI. Then Julie just one-shots again. And then here, the Teon, he still doesn't have the skill 2 ready, so he just waits his turn. Then Agrius. Then the research again happens on the Agrius because Julie didn't get researched, so she has higher attack bar than the Agrius. Agrius does whatever. Then Nezuko boosts up the Agrius. If you don't have the Nezuko version, it is the same monster as the Vermilion Bird Dancer or whatever the hell she's called. Then Agrius moves, and then Teon laps the boss and once again resurges the Agrius because his skill 3 is now off cooldown. I have no clue how you come up with this, but it is amazing. I love it. I love it so much. The main thing I want to talk about in regards to this team is going to be the speed tuning, because it can be quite finicky to get working. So first we have the Teon moving. He has to move in the 5th tick, and he has to be at least plus 190 speed or more. If you don't have him on Swift, he can be plus 189. If you make him slower, sometimes the boss will take a turn before Agrius, and we don't want that. Then we have the Agrius. If you don't have any speed increasing effect on your Agrius, he needs to be plus 160 speed. That way he will always ignore defense on the mid-boss and the final boss. Once again, you can make him as slow as you like, as long as with speed buff you match this speed. So 364 is the magic number that you want to be aiming for. So for instance, I have him on 148 and I have 20 speed increasing effect. And that way I have 364 combat speed. The Konamiya then just has to move in the 7th tick, so the minimum speed for her is plus 100, and the upper limit for the Konamiya speed is that she has to be slower than Agrius. Then the Nezuko has to be between plus 66 and whatever the Konamiya speed is, and then Julie has to be 0 to plus 23. Plus 23 speed on the Julie makes it so that she has slightly less than 50 attack bar when the Teon moves. If the Julie has more than plus 23 speed, she will have more than 50% attack bar, so the Teon can sometimes decide not to research her, which will just completely mess up the run. This team is slower than the original Agrius team, but depending on your rune quality, it could be by not that much. So the original Agrius team was anything from 22 to 25 seconds average, and this one is going to be ranging 24 to 28 seconds average, depending on what kind of rune quality you throw at it. Which means that it is going to be faster than the Twins team with Liam, and it is going to be significantly easier to rune at the same time. This team is just completely perfect AI, and it will never fail if you rune it properly. For the showcase, I'm going to be using these builds. So we have Agrius on Rage Blade, 149 speed, because we have 20 speed increasing effect, and then we just put a bunch of damage on fire and more damage on the left side artifact. Then the Julie has to be extremely slow. I have her on triple fight, but she doesn't have to be on triple fight. She can be just on fatal with way worse artifacts, and she is still going to be working just fine. This is the Agrius that we're using in the showcase, but I want to show that even if you drop the rage set and you drop a bunch of attack on your runes, it is still going to work. So we're just dropping the stats to very achievable levels, and it is still going to be working. The rune requirements are dropped significantly from the first version because you actually get an extra attack on the Agrius. So as you saw, I'm already overkilling the boss by like 100,000 damage, even with the decreased damage on the Agrius. Now I'm going to go through all of the runes and artifacts on all of the monsters and show you a bunch of runs. If you like this type of content, let me know in the comment section down below the video, leave a like and consider subscribing. That's it for this one, and see you in the next one.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia. Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend. Expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. If I say it enough, it gets ingrained.